Hey guys, welcome back to RWBY-JPDE. When last left off, we ended up having a nice little talk with Amber about the maidens, and we learned from the flame that the boss's body is made entirely of pyrite obsidian, and that's where it all came from. That said, let's begin. Now, believe it or not, guys, I actually had a look around, and for some reason, the Cinder event is not triggered, so yeah. So instead, we're going to be doing the thing with Gwen, so let's do it. Let's go talk with the little wallflower. So, I'm going. Okay. Have fun. Sure. They're meeting at the markets. Excuse me? Carrots, we both know when you're on your feet this early, despite it being a Saturday, at least try and be discreet about it. Well, this is interesting. Oh, see, I do love that. The fact that Gwen looks exactly like Hinata. Wait, look at that symbol. Is that, supposed to be her, Gwen's own symbol? If so, I like it. It's a nice touch. You sure you can't stay? Gwen, I've been looking out for you, but this is your date. Your time in the spotlight. I can only support you from afar now. I'm afraid I'll screw up. It's perfectly normal, but there's nothing you do other than your best. Oh, I see your Prince Charming is coming this way. That's my cue to leave then. Wait, at least. Ta-ta. Be good, for now. Oh God. Hi Gwen, good morning. Hi Kenshi. Oh wow, you're absolutely terrified. Am I that scary? What? No, yes. I'm terrified, but not of you. We're of them. Screwing up? Doing something to embarrass the both of us? I figured. Then what about we start by doing something easy? You can walk, right? Walk? Yeah. We can take a walk around Vale and you can tell me a bit about yourself. You can do that, can't you? Yes, I can do that. Oh, wait, look at that. She's adorable. Kill me now. And he feels the same. And he feels like a great guy. My oh my, for a choice made on a whim, I feel like they have struck true. Octavia, what are you doing here? Keeping an eye on my teammate. You keep an eye on your boyfriend, I assume. You could tell? Of course, the body language and your displaced last time was quite different from the one you had when we first met, even if it was just a lack of restraint. If you could tell, why? How dare you? Alright. Now, that's not the right question here, Miss Girlfriend. I'm just looking out for my teammate. The real question is, why didn't you just tell Gwen that he already had a girlfriend? I feel like you're using this date as a test of sorts. Shut up! This is not gonna turn out well. Oh my, she's relaxing, enjoying herself. This is going wonderfully. Why are you still here? This is nothing short of a miracle, believe me. The only way Gwen has ever been able to relate to a man in a normal way was when she's turning them into pincushions. You call that normal? It's quite the norm for spectral fighters. Anyway, they seem to be hitting it off splendidly, don't they? Big deal. We have a great relationship too. Oh, I don't doubt that for a second. I'm just wondering how much of it's because of your love relationship, how much is instead because of your previous established friendship. Gwen instead seems to be getting along swimmingly despite them not knowing each other at all. That doesn't mean anything. She's enjoying this far too much. I'm getting real Akano vibes from her. Never mind Ino. Okay, no, that laugh. This is so unfair. That kind of smile on her face, I haven't seen myself. How does he do it? I'm so jealous right now. You are one twisted individual. Should I take that as a compliment, miss? Pushing my boy into someone else's arms to prove I didn't trick him into a relationship? Ugh, you are in... Are you getting some kind of enjoyment out of this? Hardly. All I care about is Gwen's happiness, but I guess I couldn't ignore your desire for self-loathing. I don't need to prove anything. I know Hurrah! And yet you can't even say it out loud. Shut up! You boob monster! You and your stupid adorable teammate! Let's make one thing unmistakably clear, Miss Demerot. Oh, fast! If I wanted, I could have just broke the two of you up. I still can. Whenever I want. Only reason I haven't is because this isn't about Gwen getting a boyfriend. I want her to grow up as a person. I want her to be able to stand up on her own 2 feet, to be able to do this again and again, without needing my help. So Kenshi is, what? Just a stopgap for you? A stepping stone? That's not for me to decide, nor up to you. And since you're too insecure about your relationship to say even the L word, it's up to them. And there's nothing you can do about it. Seems like they've already decided. Pardon? The two of them? Yeah, I can't believe it myself. Without even being an actual date before then? Yeah, I know, it was mostly Evelyn's handiwork. She was quite convincing. Still, if you've never been on a date before, how did you... That's the question. That's my question. Yeah, I don't really know myself, Gwen. We're taking it one step at a time. All I know is that both Penny and Evelyn, they really, really important to me, and, well, the relationship just feels right, you know? No one has ever had to say or do anything different from before. That's just more, and I want to continue being that way. I see. Thank you for sharing, Kenshi. I don't understand. What's happening here? It seems like Gwen too wants to become a better person, and since she didn't feel comfortable at all treating this like a romantic date, she decided to use it as information to get information from the other obscure side that are boys. I keep my stud, and he keeps his beauties. Gwen gets an insider, everyone wins, but you lose. Uh-oh, this is not going to turn out well, I can feel it. Interesting. Oh, well, that's an interesting image. Well, hello there. Very, very interesting. You, Kenshi, this Penny, I still haven't met. Very interesting indeed. Sorry, but I don't think we're quite ready to expand that relationship, and yet, also, wouldn't Gwen have precedence? She's kind of starting to grow on me. Is she now? You're definitely interesting. I thought there would be nothing but boring people in a hunter's academy, but you have piqued my interest. I see. Is that good or a bad thing? Yes. Well, this is an interesting image. That's not a question. That's not an answer. Oh, it is. Evelyn Demerot doesn't quite know what to make of this. I think it just means war. Well, that was pretty short-lived. You know what? Since it only lasted about 9 minutes, guys, let's just work a little bit on Sunday and see where that leads, and we'll end the video once there's like a transition or something. Sunday. Day 126. I mean, 161, I mean, sorry. Oh, there we go. That's a good image. I like that. Initiate secure channel with Professor Helheim. Please don't answer. Please don't answer this. This was a bad idea. CL, is that really you? Father, I mean, Professor Helheim. Sir, good afternoon. And a good day to you. Well, I'll be. This is a surprise. You had never used a secure channel before, and wait, is there something wrong? What? Any offsets, collaborations, glitches, or did that brute put his hands on you? That brute, you mean Professor Palladina? Ah! Sensitive mission, my ass. You just couldn't resist laying your hands on my cute mocha daughter. You couldn't you? I'm going to shove my dust so far up his skinny ass that. Father, please calm down. Nothing is wrong. Well, that wasn't expected. Oh, then what are you contacting me with? Why are you contacting me? I'm sorry, Father. there's nothing wrong. I just missed you. I do like the look that she does look like Android 18 if she was, if she had mocha colored skin. I'm not. Father, are you crying? I'm sorry, but I can't believe that my cute little CL actually misses her daddy. And you're so grown up, excuse me. Father, this is really something worth crying over. Of course it is, CL. You're doing something that outside of your directive or rules. This proves that you are human sized, just as developed as the penny unit. I'm so proud of you. Oh, believe me, Father. This isn't the first thing I do outside of the rules. No! Yes. You gotta tell me everything. Also, please describe the ginger Calodian reactions in details. Including, if you please, his reaction to the new prototypes. Wait, new prototypes, Father? Yes, you know, oh, wait. Darn time zone, sorry, sweetheart. You're right, it's still a bit early. According for that, they should be deployed about... Oh god, the new knights, aren't they? Now, haha! Wait until Ironwood tells him about the specs. For the specs of what? What are you sending here? This is not going to turn out well, I can feel it. As long as we can counter his semblance, we don't have to worry about the boss. That's good. Oh god, I just realized we're still carrying around a piece of Titanium's body. Alright, see, now that's a cute image. I like that. Oh wow, we are. Now that I really think about it, that's kind of macabre, isn't it? Maybe a bit, but they're really just pieces of metal, aren't they? Also, not like we can really help. Oh wow, that's either really close or that's a really big engine. Wait a minute, that's Atlas military dropship. A dropship? Wait, is that used to transport soldiers? Why would it be flying? It's not just flying, it's actually landing in Beacon, and I see more heading to Vale. Wait, the hell is happening here? I already know, it's not a good thing. My Draco is cooler. I think the problem here is less with the looks and more about the contents, Janara. Which is why my Draco contains a lot more electricity. Contains lots of electricity. Try beat that. We should probably go see. Carefully, this is going to be crowded for sure. The transport has arrived. James has gone to Vale to introduce them to the citizens. I should probably go to the school landing and do the same for the students. If you please. Also, come back, please, and summon Miss Ivory. Of course, what should I tell her? That's time for her to give me an answer. I'm sorry, Ozpin. It's been weeks and she hasn't willing to do it. Time is of the essence to find another candidate. That's not what... Ozpin, Amber is healed. She's going to wake up now. I agree with you about the importance of secrecy, Ozpin. But don't you think it's unwise to not use everything in our disposal to protect the innocents from this madness? To protect the innocent. There are things about me that might paint me as not nice to many, yes. But I think you're mature enough to understand that. Sometimes, to do the right thing, you have to not be nice. Yes, I understand that. Oh, this is getting intense. And we don't know for who or why. Remember who we're dealing with, Glynda. After all she's done, all she's dared, how far she's gone time and again, we're not the only ones changing and evolving. It takes her much longer, but it happens to her as well. Ozpin, you're not. A previously undiscovered way of stealing maiden powers, an attack that ended midway thanks to Crow, and now Amber is miraculously healed under our noses. Glynda, what if this was her plan from the very beginning? We were meant to save Amber halfway through. We were meant to bring her to Beacon, and instead of Sanctuary. We only brought her to Beacon because she wouldn't have survived the trip back to Sanctuary. Then the timing and place of her attack because especially suspicious, didn't they? Ozpin. The thought of Amber has now become worse than a liability. She could be a trap, a weapon now. The only reason why anyone would ever want to heal her is to wake her up. That's not a risk I can take. Not in my school. Not in Vale. Ozpin, you could possibly be thinking the plan will continue as before. We need a recipient for Amber's remaining powers. If not Miss Ivory, it should be one of the students. It's tragic, but we can't take any chances. Ozpin, you're treading a fine line here. You're a good teacher, Miss Goodwitch. Would a good teacher lie and go behind their students' backs? Back for their students? If she died with everything she had come back to, most of the kids did not stand a chance of seeing old age. We don't ourselves. I will never agree with that, Crow. Because you're a teacher before a huntress. Violet, can I ask you something? You know you can ask me anything, Mike. Except that, apparently. Since I tend to fall on deaf ears. Huff! Violet, what do you think makes a good teacher? Well, that's heavy. Where did this come from? Lately I've been thinking, if I'm an effective teacher as I can really be, ever since I started doubting my methods... Well, Glynda, I can tell that what works for me. I tell that there's a recipe for a perfect teacher. I agree. Still, please. Well, a teacher's role is to pass things on, isn't it? Most begin and end in things to pass on with accumulative knowledge, but there's more. Attitudes, ethos, principles, even morals. Children learn and absorb all these things from adults, merge them with their budding aspects and their personality, create the adult they will become. Ooh. And Glynda, if you yourself don't like what you're passing on, what you represent, you feel conflicted. You're going to pass on that conflict too, which is very difficult for teaching to doubt. Oh. No. Glynda, there's a limit to what we can justify with the greater good, Ozpin, and you just crossed it. As long as I stand, I won't let anyone lay a hand on Amber, and that includes you. Glynda, think of what you're saying. And I've done a lot of thinking, Ozpin. I just haven't been doing it with your brain. Are you seriously, Glynda? We can't ignore the possibility. And I can't ignore the fact that you're absconding for murdering advocating for murdering Amber. Watch what you're saying, Glynda. Or what? The truth is too much to handle for you? It's having no one remind you that your actions and decisions look like from the outside the only way you can bear with them? Everything I do is to protect remnants. Is it? If it's enough reason for you to justify murdering a young girl in cold blood, fine. You have your moral horizon, Ozpin, and I have mine. I will not allow this. I will fight you if necessary. And Crow, James, and Leo, and any orphan, I'm the headmistress of Beacon, and I will not stand idly by as your decision to murder an innocent girl. So, this is it then. Yes, it is, Ozpin. Ooh, that is an intense image. I was going to name this episode This Means War, but I think I'm going to be naming it Glynda versus Ozpin, because that is an epic image. This is it. Whew. Well, guys, I'm going to end this video here. Like, comment, and subscribe. It's Jeff, and I'm out of here. See ya.